Confession time. There's a boatload of very popular franchises I have zero interest in. We're talking about Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gear, Zelda, and a lot more, including Mario Brothers. I've played many Mario games, gave quite a number of them a decent shot. I found though that I particularly liked Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U, but generally, I just don't like Mario games. This includes the kart games and Smash, and I also have never completed a Mario game. But then I saw this title on sale in December 2018. Nintendo first-party games usually never see the light of a sale. This was at a good price and it got glowing reviews. Now while I'm not the kind of person to be swayed by popular opinion, there were too many pluses at work here, so I got it. And just so happened to be headed out on a long journey to Africa at the time. I was able to learn new things. Not only that Mario Odyssey is an amazing game, and I should go try others on my blacklist, but also the power of the Switch. When I say power, I don't mean horsepower or graphical power, although this game looks pretty impressive. I'm really talking about the Switch's capabilities and the conveniences and new dimensions possibilities. I would have never spent any appreciable time with a game like this otherwise, but traveling for hours kinda put me in a proverbial box, where I pretty much had to give this game a shot. And I did. And this game, Super Mario Odyssey, is pretty good. First thing that gripped me were the visuals. This game, for the genre that it is, hit the mark. While the Switch is no graphical powerhouse, it certainly got the job done here. I'm not saying a Mario game couldn't look better elsewhere, but maybe not. That's how satisfying these visuals are. Then, where this game takes top honors is in its overall design. Nintendo has clearly mastered their craft. I can see clearly time and patience were brewed together to achieve greatness. The attention to creative and entertaining details are unmatched. There are so many uniquely creative elements at play here. I say again, thought was put into every inch of this game. Maybe because I don't usually play games like these would explain why I'm so enamored with this. The inclusion of the hat and how it can be used as a weapon to solve puzzles, the boss battles, the creative twists on each, the regular enemies you encounter in each world. Now let me take that back. There's nothing regular about these designs. Every single stage is pure bliss. Something new, something that leaves you wondering, what were these guys thinking, smoking or drinking to come up with these ideas? The worlds are a joy to explore, and when they become overwhelming, or you had enough, there's always fast travel to get you through in a hurry. Then there's the difficulty level. Not trying to rain on my own victory parade, but this has to be the easiest Mario game I've ever played. And this is part of the reason I was able to complete it. There was no point where I felt like throwing in the towel, because as much as I can understand one of the main appeal of video games are the various challenges they provide, these challenges are also a part of why one of the major benefits of playing video games is the increase in an individual's problem-solving skills in day-to-day life. I get it, the challenge is good. But if you don't really like a game, then the least resistance can be a quick deterrent. That did not happen with Super Mario Odyssey. Yes, there were a few head-scratching moments, but this goes back to the genius in its creation. All puzzles, all enemy types had a simple workaround that required very little patience to figure out. In no time, each obstacle could be broken down with minimal stress. That's how a game's difficulty should be designed. The controls were solid for most part. Of course, Mario has this slidey thing about him. Not as bad as Luigi, but it's still there and noticeable. However, when combined with the camera, this proved a bit problematic. Not to a game-breaking level, but highly noticeable. This is one of the things I couldn't figure out. Why is it that not even the great Nintendo is capable of ironing out third-person camera issues? The sound is fine, in its own Mario Brothers kind of way. It's probably better than I'm giving credit for. But this kind of music and cartoony sound effects will get little praise from me. Like I said, not a huge fan of the genre, or music for that matter. There's a 2-player mode, but I'm one of those lone elitist gamers, so I was never able to try that out. The ability to change wardrobes is interesting. What I liked about this feature the most was, well, Mario generally dresses like a moron, so I was able to remedy this through the wardrobe changes, at least as best as I could. I know so far this review is like one giant Nintendo dick riding affair. Rest assured, it's not. I'm simply impressed with a game franchise that failed to impress me for decades. Let's talk a few things other than the camera I didn't like. Repetition on the boss battles. I really hate that fight the same boss over and over shit. In any game. There was a lot of that here. It at least felt that way. Then the story. If you've never seen my face before, rest assured, I'm a grown-ass man. Fairy tale cartoon stories do not impress or interest me. Why this dumbass princess keeps getting captured by this asshole, and why said asshole refuses to give up chase and learn from the dozens of failures and ass whoopings he's received at the end of Mario's boot, is beyond me. But yeah, the story's as old as dirt and pretty fucking whack. There is no online co-op as far as I know. So for gamers like me, who's not interested in entertaining friends over, that could be a problem if I ever wanted to play co-op. Then the final thing I disliked about this game, and pretty much every Mario game ever made, is Mario. Yeah! That stupid plumber, I never liked him. He looks like an ass, he makes stupid sounds, he's just plain annoying. And this really hits home when you're going through a rough patch in the game. Trust me, you don't want to be on the losing end in a game where you don't even like your main character. I do not like Mario, never did and never will. But this game, I do like, so I was able to put my personal feelings and bias aside and power through this most excellent game to completion. I'm certain there's more that could be said about Odyssey, but this game has been out for so long, so many people have reviewed it in detail, and most watching this probably have it or have played it. Either way, this had to be done, regardless of how late I am to the party. Super Mario Odyssey, a great creation. Hats off to you, Nintendo. This review is, as usual, just one man's opinion. Ultimately, it's your choice. Try it for yourself and form your own opinions. If you like my content, show some support by hitting the subscribe, like, and notification buttons. Also, share the video and comment your thoughts. If this video pissed you off though, well, I guess a much deserved unsubscribe and dislike would be in order. Either way, thanks for playing. Our game is never over.
Thank you so much for playing my game.